Well, this week has been freezy weasels. There's been a blast of cold air from the Arctic. It's snowing as I talk, so I thought I needed something to make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. If you like myths and legends, then this will be right up your street. Hello, I'm Jules, purveyor of videos on drawing and publishing, wearer of slippers and drinker of hot liquids. In this fast draw, I will show you how I went about drawing and then painting a dragon and his little buddy. I used watercolour paint, but you might have gouache or watercolour pencils or poster paint or anything you've got knocking around really. If you're in a lockdown situation at the moment like I am, then just use whatever you can get your hands on. I used a Pigma brush pen and a Staedtler fine liner, but quite frankly, if all you've got is a ballpoint pen, then you can use that. Watch to the end of the video to see the reveal in proper daylight. I like a bit of daylight. I've been filming this in the coldest weather we've had for years, and as a result I couldn't work in my studio for fear of my fingers falling off. So if the light looks a bit different to normal, then that's why. If you want the full explanation of how I went about choosing my materials and colour palette and the experience of watching this picture emerge in real time, then it'll be on my website very soon. Or if you're one of my lovely patrons over on Patreon, then you'll find it there too. And that goes for any of my tutorials or mini courses. They're all uploaded there for only $3 per month. As you might be able to see, I talk with my hands quite a bit, so if you want to find out how I made the background textures and the gradients, the light and shadow decisions, and how I rectified my mistakes, then the link will be in the description below the video. Now, here's a bit of music to listen to and chill out with while I whiz through this illustration. Wow, sometimes I really wish I could create that quickly. It would leave so much more time for drinking tea and eating cake.
If you'd like further artist tutorials, I have a variety of short courses that will help you. There are real-time sessions looking at painting, drawing and marker pens, among others. And if you're keen on producing your own book, there is a more in-depth course on what you need to know about self-publishing a book with illustrations. And that covers making key decisions, how to make layouts and dummy books, rhythm and pacing, as well as several tutorials on illustrating your book, and a look at the tech. You can either hop over to my website or join me on Patreon for more information. Go on, give it a go!
Well, I'm pretty pleased with the way that it's turned out, despite the fact that I couldn't actually get into my studio and have all that lovely natural daylight around me. Funnily enough, the colours turned out exactly how I imagined them. And I think this sort of illustration works perfectly for book illustration if that's something that you're really interested in. Give me a thumbs up if you happen to have a spare thumb knocking around, because it will tell YouTube that people like my content, and hopefully put it in front of a few other people too. Plus, it makes me feel all loved and wanted. If you want to see another watercolour tutorial, then check out the card above. Next time, I'll be looking at the watercolour techniques that nobody else uses. So if you want to have a look at some volcanic action, join me then. Until then, I'm off to chew on a chihuahua. See what I did there? I'll see you next time. Nanu nanu!